Right now, far beyond the planets, far 0:02, beyond the protective reach of the Sun 0:04, an ancient spacecraft is still speaking 0:06 to Earth. Voyager 1 is not supposed to 0:09 be doing this. It was built in the 1970s 0:12 before modern computers, before the 0:14 internet, before most of the people 0:16, music, studying its data were even 0:18 alive. It was designed to last a few 0:20 years, fly past Jupiter and Saturn, send 0:23 back images, collect measurements, and 0:26 then disappear into silence. But its 0:28 never stopped. It kept moving. Its 0:31 crossed the edge, music, of the solar 0:32 system. It entered interstellar space point 0:35 and now, from a place no human-made 0:37 object had ever reached, music, before 0:39 Voyager 1 is telling us something that 0:41 does not fit the models. The space 0:44 beyond our, music, solar system is not 0:45 quiet. It is not smooth. It is not the 0:48 empty black ocean we imagined. It has a 0:51 hum. It has turbulence. It has a violent 0:54 boundary wrapped around our solar 0:55, music, system like a hidden shield. And 0:58, the strangest part, is this. What Voyager 1:001 found out, there is not only about deep 1:02 space. It is about us. Because the same 1:05 boundary Voyager crossed is the barrier 1:07 that helps protect Earth from the raw 1:09 radiation of the galaxy. So when Voyager 1:121 looked back across that frontier, it 1:14 revealed something we cannot fully 1:16 explain yet, and something that may 1:18 change how we understand the survival of 1:19 life inside the Sun's bubble. 1:23 Voyager 1 launched on September 5 th. 1:251977.1:27. Its original, music, mission was simple. 1:29 Visit Jupiter, visit Saturn, take 1:31 photographs, gather data, and complete 1:34, one of the most ambitious planetary 1:35 flybys ever attempted. That was supposed 1:38 to be the story. Music, a brilliant 1:40 mission, a few years of operation, then 1:43 silence. But Voyager 1, music, became 1:46 something else. In 1979, it passed 1:49 Jupiter and sent back close-up images 1:51 and music, measurements that changed 1:52 our understanding of the giant planet. 1:54 in 1980, it passed Saturn, revealing 1:57 details of its music, rings, moons, and 1:59 magnetic environment. Then, gravity did 2:02 the rest. The outer planets did not just 2:04 give Voyager 1 targets. They gave it 2:07 speed. Each flyby acted like a 2:09 gravitational slingshot, throwing the 2:11 spacecraft farther and faster into the 2:13 dark. By the end of the 1980s, Voyager 12:17 was already farther from Earth than any 2:18 human-made object had ever, music, 2:20 traveled. And it was still alive, still 2:23 transmitting, still measuring, still 2:25 sending, music, its thin radio signal 2:27 across a growing ocean of space. Then in 2:302012, Voyager 1 did something no human 2:33 machine had ever done. It crossed the 2:36 helipause. This is not just a music 2:38 distant region beyond the planets. It is 2:41, the true outer edge of the Sun's 2:42 influence, the place where the solar 2:44 wind finally loses its strength and 2:46 interstellar space, music, presses 2:48 inward from the other side. Everything 2:50 inside that bubble belongs to the Sun. 2:53 the planets, the moons, the asteroids. 2:56 the comets, Earth, every living thing. 2:59 that has ever existed. But outside the 3:02 helipause is something else entirely. 3:0 for the space between stars, the ancient 3:07 plasma of the galaxy, the region-shaped 3:09 not by our Sun, but by the wider Milky 3:12 way. When Voyager 1 crossed that 3:14 boundary, it became the first human-made 3:16 object to enter music interstellar 3:18 space. And because it kept transmitting 3:21, humanity suddenly had music, something 3:22 it had never had before. A live 3:25 instrument on the other side of the 3:26 solar system's wall. And what it found 3:29, there was not what the models predicted. 3:33 for decades. Scientists built models of 3:35 what interstellar space should be like. 3:38 the expectation was not that it would be 3:40 perfectly empty. Space is never truly 3:42 empty. But the plasma between the stars 3:45 was expected to be thin, cold, and 3:47 relatively smooth. A quiet background 3:50 outside, music, the sun's protective 3:51 bubble. Then Voyager 1 entered it, and 3:55 the quiet disappeared. Starting in 2017, 3:57 music, 3:58 Voyager 1's plasma wave instrument began 4:01 detecting a persistent narrow band 4:03 emission, a hum, a faint continuous 4:06 vibration, music, in the plasma of 4:07 interstellar space. Not a single buzz 4:10, not a temporary shockwave, not one 4:13 suspicious, music, reading that could be 4:14 dismissed as noise. A signal that 4:16 continued year after year across an 4:19 enormous distance as Voyager 1 moved 4:21 deeper into the space between stars. 4:24 This is where the music discovery 4:25 becomes extraordinary, because that hum 4:28 gives scientists a way to measure the 4:30 density, music, of interstellar plasma 4:32 continuously. Before this, researchers 4:34 could only, music, get scattered 4:36 snapshots, often when solar eruptions 4:38 sent disturbances all the way out to the 440 boundary and caused the surrounding 4:42 plasma to respond. That was useful, but 4:45 incomplete, like trying to understand 4:47 the weather of an entire, music, planet 4:49, by measuring one storm every few years. 4:52 Voyager 1 changed that. The persistent 4:55 emission, music, became a kind of 4:56 running feed, a real-time trace of the 4:59 interstellar medium around the 5:00 spacecraft. And what that trace revealed 5:03 was unsettling. Interstellar space has 5:05 structure. It has density changes. It 5:08 has turbulence. It has motion and 5:10 complexity, music, at scales that older 5:12 models did not fully capture. The 5:14 universe beyond the solar system is not 5:16 a calm waiting room between stars. It is 5:19 active. It has texture. It behaves 5:22, almost like cosmic, music, weather. And 5:24 Voyager 1 is the only spacecraft inside 5:26 that weather measuring it directly. But 5:29 the hum still raises a major question. 5:32 scientists are still working to 5:33 determine exactly what music, physical 5:35 process creates it.